Hey guys, so how many of you actually saw what Maurice posted yesterday? Like, how many of you saw this particular post? I'm not even joking, though, guys. Like, when I come across this post, I had to pause for a second. Like, wait, did he really just say that? Because that caption, guys, let's just read through it. He said, when you finally test a woman who can, like, that can apologize first, that is not just coming from something you scroll past, that line, it carries weight. It carries weight, guys. See, just make sure you stick around because I believe that Maurice has reasons for making this particular post. The other time he came out telling us that no more second chance, and this time we are around, he's making this post. What is going on? What is going on? Guys, one thing about relationship is that arguments are normal in every relationship. In fact, if there are no disagreement at all, something is even wrong somewhere. But the real issue is never the argument itself. It's what happens after it. Who will, calm down first, who will drop their pride, who will say, I'm sorry. You know, that's where the real problem usually starts. Now, guys, when I saw this Maurice Sam's post, I didn't just laugh and move on. Like, I actually thought about it because the way he said finally, guys, that word actually hit differently. That means that, this is something he has probably not experienced often, or maybe not at all. And that alone tells you a lot. Let's be honest with ourselves, guys. Apologizing is hard, though. Very hard. Not because people don't know they are wrong sometimes, but because of ego. That small voice in your head that says, don't say sorry first. Wait for the other person. Why would it be you? You see that voice? It has caused so many unnecessary problems in relationships. I'm telling you guys. And it's not just about women, no. Let's be fair. Even men too, they struggle with apologizing. Sometimes even more. Some men would rather stay, quiet for days than just saying I'm sorry. Not because they don't care, but because pride is involved. Like it becomes like a silent competition. Who will break first? So, Maurice coming out online and making this kind of statement. Yeah? Like, guys, you can tell that something is actually fishing. You can't tell me that, that didn't come from somewhere. That kind of post, guys. It's either he just experienced something new, or he's, indirectly talking to someone, or he's just being funny, but with a touch of truth. Because let's be real, guys, there are always a little truth in jokes like this. Now, guys, people did not just, I believe that, when people are going to see this, they're not going to keep silent. Just like the way I saw it and I paused and reflected. So many people are going to, do that too. And Nigeria, once like something like this drops, everybody becomes an analyst overnight. But what really caught my attention was how relatable this post is. Because deep down, a lot of people have experienced this. Like you argue with someone and both of you don't know it's that serious, but nobody wants to be the first to apologize, even though that that thing is not even serious. So what happens? You guys begin to keep silent, distance yourself, show attitude. Before you know it, a small issue becomes something bigger than it should have ever been. And that's why that word finally is so important, because it sounds like relief. Like someone who has been in a situation where apologizing was always a struggle. And now suddenly he meets someone who just said, you know what, I'm sorry. Like no drama, no ego, no delay, that kind of thing. It feels different. But guys, let's just even think about this thing. Like, why do people find it so hard to apologize? Even when I'm talking of this thing, I'm talking even me too, guys. I'm guilty of this. I will not exclude myself. Why is it like hard for people to say I'm sorry? Is it pride? Yeah? Is it upbringing? Like, or is it fear? Because some people believe that once they apologize, they lose power. Yeah? Like saying sorry makes them look weak. But in reality, it's the opposite though, guys. Being the first to apologize doesn't make you weak. It actually makes you, in people's eye, they may see you as a loose person, but spiritually, you are strong.
This is one thing. I was speaking with someone the other day, the person was just saying this. This is one thing that people actually like. Spiritually, you are strong, but when people see you physically, they'll be like, this one lose one. Why did he apologize? Why did? But guys, these are the things we have to look into. See here, guys, it actually takes maturity to admit that you are wrong. Oh. Omo, e no easy oh. And maybe that was what Maurice was reacting to. Maybe he wasn't just talking about a woman apologizing. Maybe he was just, talking about the peace that comes with it. Because imagine being with someone where issues don't drag, where things get resolved quickly. That kind of relationship feels lighter. It feels that nothing is happening here. Now, guys, let's come to this angle that people have been looking at, and I know you guys want me to talk about this. Some people will be like, who is Maurice actually talking about? Because you know how these things work. The moment a celebrity posts something slightly emotional or personal, people start connecting dots. Like, in their mind, they will be like, is he in a new relationship? Or is he talking about someone that we know? Or is he shading someone from his past? All this kind of question, they continue popping up. And honestly, guys, I won't lie, I also wondered, honestly, because this post, it felt like a bit too specific to be completely random. You know, it sounded like something inspired by real life when you're talking from real life experience. But at the same time, guys, we can't ignore the fact that content creators and actors sometimes, they post things just to spark reactions. And clearly, guys, this particular one works because people are talking, whether it's content or reality. But even when we can say it's content or reality, the message is still clear now. The message is so clear. And the message, remains valid. Apologizing can save a lot of relationship. Oh. Just one sentence, I'm sorry. It can stop unnecessary stress, I'm telling you. But human beings now, humans remind, like your mind will keep reminding you. Even when we know the right thing to do, we still struggle to do it because ego will always try to step in. And that's why this particular post that Maurice made is funny and is deep at the same time. It's something that, because the way from the video, you see the way he displays it, you'll be laughing and you will be like, he's just catching cruise. But you don't know that maybe this thing that he's saying, he's portraying a message. Now, guys, let me just ask you honestly. Have you ever been in a situation where you were waiting for someone to apologize first? Or someone was waiting for you? And, the issue kept dragging because of that. Because if we are being truthful, almost everyone has been there. Almost everybody. And at the end of the day, guys, that one small post from Maurice opened up a bigger conversation about relationship, about pride, about maturity. And whether he meant it as a joke or not, one thing is clear. He says something a lot of people can relate to. Guys, relationship matter is not as simple as people think. Oh, it's not for the weak at all. Let me just know your thoughts, guys, in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching.